Hey folks, what's happening? All right. So, first thing I'd like to make a disclaimer, I'm no mechanic, but and I'm but I do tinker around a bit with my bike. Anyone who owns a motorcycle knows that you got to be able to work on it somewhat. Anyway, so I was out in the middle of nowhere, ran out of gas. My gas gauge never worked, never wasn't working right since from the person I got it from, my daughter. So I was like, I said, I think I'll fix that gas gauge. And it's nice to have a gas gauge. Oh, this is my assistant, Mr. Fritz. He works with me on Sunday mornings, okay, because that's how I feel after Saturday night. Anyway, so this is the sending unit over here for, here's my drumstick. This is sending unit for, this goes into the gas tank, and there's a little float here, and this float just moves up and down and moves this. There's a variable resistor in there, okay, and it's kind of like a volume control, so turn volume up, turn volume down, and that moves the gas gauge, sends a signal. Okay, so anyway, I ordered this piece from Amazon, and it came, if you see, it came, has 3 wires, or green, or let's call it green, yellow, and blue. Okay, green, yellow, and blue. Can you see that? Anyway, I said, okay, I looked under there were 3 wires there, 3 wires here. I said, how hard could that be to hook up? Little did I know what I was in for. Anyway, to make a long story short, because I hate long videos, so basically I didn't want to remove my gas gauge, so looking at the gas gauge, that's a diagram of it looking up at the bottom. So there's a light, we're not going to talk about that. There are 3 connections, a plus, a minus, and an S, which stands for send. Okay, and I read everywhere that the green wire goes to send. Okay, so I tried it and it didn't work. And anyway, the best I couldn't get it working, and I finally, like, it took a lot. Anyway, and I couldn't find this anywhere. That's why I'm making this video again. So I'm going to make it really simple. So the plus goes to the positive on the battery, plus to the positive on the battery. Negative back here goes to the negative on the battery. Okay, S, the yellow wire, is your send wire. Okay, and that goes from the send switch. That one goes to your float. Okay, and that's all to it. Okay, so what about this blue wire? Well, that drove me crazy because I was trying to hook that blue wire up. I'll get to that in a second. Anyway, so that's your connections. And if you look, this is how it works. So you'd be on empty now. You put gas in your tank, and the float moves up, and your gauge moves to full, up and down. Okay, very simple. So what the hell is that other blue wire for? Well, I'll just let you know all that. What the blue wire's for, if you had a different configuration where this was mounted this way. Oops, sorry, Fritz. I didn't mean to hurt Mr. Fritz. Here, let me fix that. Here's my JBL driver over there. So this is mounted the other way. Then this would be full. I don't know if you can see it. Here, let me take this off of here. So it was mounted in the bottom of the gas tank. This would be full, and that would be empty, the opposite. What that blue wire does, you attach it to the yellow, and it changes the polarity. So it makes your gas gauge read opposite. Well, I was connecting it, so what was happening with me was when it was supposed to be full, my gas gauge read empty. And when it was empty, it was reading full. And I had a hell of a time figuring it out. So nowhere can I find that in writing, but that's what that blue wire's for. And briefly, I'll show you what it does. Let's see if I can. So if you turn that upside down, and when you connect that to the yellow, here, let me use a clip. When you connect that to the yellow, so it should be reading empty now. And what does it read? It reads full. Now it should be reading full, and it goes to empty. When you move it up, it goes to empty. Anyway, that's what that does. It switches the polarity on it. God knows. See, now I'm full. Now, that's the correct way to do it. Anyway, Mr. Fritz and I signing off. Have a great day. I tried to make this video in less than 5 minutes, and I made it. Because I hate those long videos to try and get information. See you later.